my ticket to the moon.
Hi, Cynthia.
Hi, Glenn. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Good. Nice to meet you too.
The movie is a love letter to China, its traditions and culture. How do you manage to show this country in an authentic way?
Well, I'd never been to China before, so this was an adventure for me, learning something new. It's the best way to share something that you've discovered, that you have a freshness of excitement. And going to China was a revelation to me. The food was so important. The family, sitting around a family dinner and hearing the honesty, the love, the family, I realized this is how I want our movie to be bookended by those family moments in this film. And not only the generations and the traditions, but also the technology, riding on this magnetic levitation train at 431 kilometers an hour, and it floats, not even touching anything. It was like science fiction. And I wanted all of these things in our movie.
Okay. After working in classics such as The Little Mermaid, Aladdin, and others, how does Over the Moon feel different?
Well, this one, because I was entering into a new culture for me, this is very different. This is not like an American telling the world a story about China. This is a story that originated in China. I was asked to direct it, but I was completely surrounded with Asian people who had lived this culture. And it was so important that the animators, as many animators as we could have, as many people on our team that could be Asian. My producers were Asian. And it was really marinating myself in that culture to be able to share it. This was a very different approach to storytelling, something that I really believe is the future where animation should go. Cultures sharing their stories from themselves, their own cities, and sharing it back to the world. That's the uniqueness of Netflix. It really allows that kind of creative freedom and authenticity.
Okay. Well, this movie is your first feature film as a director, and you choose Netflix to release it. Why? Why you choose that decision?
Well, I didn't choose Netflix. I think Netflix chose me. Melissa Cobb, who was the head of Netflix Animation, came to our little studio in West Hollywood before there was actually a location for Netflix Animation, and invited us to come in and be really their first animated feature that was going to be born at Netflix and released out in the world. And she talked about this creative freedom, the need for artists to come and speak their own voice. And so we were the first into that facility there on Sunset and Gower. And it just grew from, I think there's like 4 of us at the beginning. Now there's like 800 people in the Netflix animation. Many we have not met yet because it's all still in isolation. And yet this studio is a virtual studio. It's creating a new way of thinking about teamwork and how do you create a film like this in a pandemic. It's really been a revelation to me.